give you a lawyer and we can go through this with the lawyer. So did he direct it at a person? Is he directing at the entire world? What?
The statement was only made that I will kill you all. And it says the complaint stated the medical staff became scared and the statement was that I will kill you all. That's all we have from the DIMS, Your Honor. And then furthermore,
imagine standing in a courtroom facing a judge accused of making a terroristic threat. One wrong word and you could end up in jail. That's exactly what happened to Mr. Mish. He allegedly threatened hospital staff, broke medical equipment, and created chaos. But what did the judge decide? Was he found guilty or set free? Stay tuned because this case takes an unexpected turn.
All right, Judge, next is case 11, Mickish. Come on up. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let's sign it, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Mickish. So you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
yes, Judge. On August 1st, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance call, and upon arrival, the complainant and security staff stated that the defendant made threats to kill everyone, broke 2 hospital monitors, and was acting aggressive towards the medical staff. The complainant stated the medical staff became scared since the defendant stated, I will kill you all. The complainant stated she was scared for her life since she did not know what the defendant would do next at that moment.
That doesn't sound right because I didn't do that.
We'll give you a lawyer and we can go through this with the lawyer. So
Case overview. This case revolves around a courtroom hearing where Mr. Mish was charged with making a terroristic threat. He was accused of threatening to kill hospital staff, damaging 2 medical monitors, and behaving aggressively. Case details. Incident date. The event took place on August 1st, 2024, when police were called to a hospital due to a disturbance. The complaint. Upon arrival, hospital security and a complainant informed the police that Mr. Mish had threatened, I will kill you all. Fear among staff. The medical staff was terrified, as they were unsure of what he might do next. Any verbal threat, especially in a tense situation, can be perceived as a
did he direct it at a person? Is he directing at the entire world? What?
The statement was only made that I will kill you all. And it says the complainant stated the medical staff became scared and the statement was that I will kill you all. That's all we have from the DIMS, Your Honor. And then furthermore, the complainant did state she was the only one at the hospital at the time of the officer's arrival since the rest of the medical staff had gone through a shift change and she was the only one there. So it's not exactly clear who was there when the statement was made. He just said, I will kill you all.
All right, so who's it directed to? Just
I don't even know that.
The DIMS does state that the defendant started to act aggressive towards the medical staff.
and I think that's why she was scared, right?
And it appears that it could follow on saying the defendant was, the complainant said she was scared and the medical staff was scared since he stated, I will kill you all. So it appears that it was directed towards the medical staff as he was acting aggressive towards the medical staff.
It appears.
Because there's just two distinct,
Hunch.
there's 2 distinct sentences, Your Honor, where he acted aggressive towards the medical staff and the complainant stated the medical
real danger. Key witness. By the time police arrived, only one complainant remained as the rest of the hospital staff had already left due to a shift change. This became a crucial detail because the case heavily relied on the testimony of a single witness. Judge's questioning. The judge examined whether the threat was directed at a specific individual or if it was a general statement. This distinction is critical in legal cases. A vague or non-specific threat can weaken the prosecution's case. Aggressive behavior.
staff became scared since the defendant stated, I will kill you all.
I thought I only did time for that too.
Mr. Mickish, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward with your case, but you need to be careful.
Yeah.
scaring people can kind of hurt them. You know what I mean?
Your Honor, I don't,
Look, don't. Mr. Mickish, patience goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, when you get upset and when you lose control, that's why we have so many people in jail, because they lose control, they do whatever they want to do, and they don't think, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? Be careful. All right? All right, just hang tight for me in the back.
The court also considered whether Mr. Mish was simply acting out of frustration or if his actions posed a real threat to the staff's safety. Even if no physical harm occurs, aggressive behavior can still have serious legal consequences. Judge's verdict. After reviewing the details, the judge ruled that there was no probable cause to proceed with the charges. This meant that Mr. Mish was not convicted. However, the judge issued a stern warning. Threatening words, even in anger, can lead to serious legal trouble. Controlling emotions is crucial. Many people end up in jail for reacting impulsively. Think before you speak or act, because the law takes threats and aggressive behavior seriously. Conclusion. This case highlights how verbal threats and aggressive actions can escalate into legal issues. Just because Mr. Mish avoided punishment this time doesn't mean he will be as lucky in the future. The key takeaway? Be mindful of your words and actions, because one reckless moment can land you in a courtroom.